coming to you from a basement studio somewhere down under. It's the 80s Show with Australia's Retro Man. On tonight's show, Retro Man continues the discussion on Hot and Cold and the other songs it's often confused with. Now here he is, the host with the most, Retro Man.
Now, let me tell you some other things about the song. It all of a sudden became a bit of an urban myth, this song, the name of it, because no one could track it down. As we know, it's called Hot and Cold, but for some reason the chorus says, "Some like it hot," and people think that the name of the song is "Some Like It Hot." And amazingly, Robert Palmer came out in 1985 with a song called "Some Like It Hot." So this is where the problem started. After Jermaine Stewart's song, Hot and Cold from Bernie's, came out in 89, people started looking for the song. And then sometimes they saw a song called "Some Like It Hot" in a various artists' CD mix, and they picked it up and bought it. I was one of those. And I always looked at "Some Like It Hot" as a Robert Palmer song, but actually it's often referred to as "Some Like It Hot" by The Power Station, which was Robert Palmer's band, and that's where the confusion sets in. They actually see the name "Some Like It Hot," The Power Station, and they think it's the song from Bernie's. And I happened to buy a CD one day. I was casually looking at the track list and I went, there we go, I've even got the Bernie's song on this CD. Because the thing is, I always wanted the Bernie's song in my collection back in the 80s, but they never released a Weekend at Bernie's soundtrack. Actually, the film only contained, I think, 3 songs. And Hot and Cold was one of them, and the other 2 were, background music, call it what you will. And they never released a soundtrack, but they did release a 7-inch 45 vinyl, which contained 2 songs. It had Hot and Cold by Jermaine Stewart on side A, and side B contained a song called Search for Love, again by Jermaine Stewart. But to my knowledge, that song didn't show up anywhere. In fact, it wasn't in the Bernie's film, and I think later on Jermaine might have just released it under a different name years down the track.
Some like it hot, oh yeah, some like it cold. Did you hear that? Some never know, oh, some never know.
Now, another song that Hot and Cold sometimes gets mistaken for is Hot, Hot, Hot by Buster Poindexter. That's right, guys. You remember that song, that Caribbean track from the mid-80s? It was a great little party starter. And I remember once I was at a party and Hot, Hot, Hot came on, and this guy said, "Hey, look, they're playing the song from Bernie's." And I was like, no, it's not the song from Bernie's. That was Hot and Cold. This is Hot, 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 something entirely different. Actually, Hot, Hot, Hot was played on the opening credits of that Leah Thompson sex comedy, Casual Sex. So that made it into a movie as well. And while we're on the topic, the other song by Robert Palmer, Some Like It Hot, was actually played in the movie National Lampoon's European Vacation. So there's other songs with hot in the title that have made it into films. So that's a little bit of mistaken identity with Jermaine Stewart's Hot and Cold. But if you love Weekend at Bernie's, you will never forget that song.
Some like it hot, oh yes, some like it cold. Did you hear that? Some never know, oh, some never know.
You hear something? What that is? What is that?
This is Retro Man, living the dream, 80s style. Stay gold.
Thanks for watching. Retro Man will return faster than a boomerang and more alive than Bernie. Please subscribe, and good night, viewers.